Just a little reminder, something amazing is coming up. If you're looking to get into the trade, if you want to become an apprentice, or if you just want a complete change of career, stay tuned and enjoy the show.
This detail I've seen time after time after again in the old build. I love what I do these old now, look at that. That is absolutely classic. What we've got here is we've got a quadruple trimmer. You've got to be careful with the bow saw. Oh, you'll have your fingers off straight away. Now, if I can get this nail out now without losing it, look at that nail. That is just, look at that, guys. That is madness. That is awesome. That is absolutely classic. There you go. Same trick again. Bend the nail over. Don't leave it sticking up.
The gable is exposed now. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut 4 rafters, exactly the same, with the same angle, with the same bird's mouth. We're going to put 2 rafters in one side of the building with a ridge beam, and another 2 rafters in the other side of the building with the ridge beam, right where the gables are. And that will give us the center where the ridge beam is going to be. You can't go wrong like that, because this building is very curved. So we start with the gables, and then we start from the outside all the way in.
I just want to show you a bit of an old detail, because this detail I've seen so many times, time after again in the old build. It's a strap that they used to use to tie the wall plate. Now you can see this strap literally is fixed in with a couple of nails. All of this has gone all rusty and rotted out. You can see the strap came to the bottom here with another nail in it there. Now what will happen, that strap will actually go in a good 600-700 mil over to there. It's a really old school detail. What we're going to do is we're going to lift this up here, take the nails out, and then you can see this wall plate at the moment. You can see how much it's drifting.
It's probably about 45 mil.
Yeah, something like that, easy. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to take the strap off here first. I'm going to get this, and let's see how old the nail. Look at them old baby nails. They're baby nails, aren't they? We had a smaller nail earlier, didn't we? Now this is a baby nail.
Baby nail.
I love what I do, these old nails. Look at that, absolutely class. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to push that strap out of the way. And the one thing that I was going to do now is I'm just going to lift this plate away like that, you see. Clean this all up. Now that's the first I've seen. Look, it's got a bit of woodworm. So, even though it's quite solid, there's 2 ways of looking at it. I can either utilise this and then put a load of spray on it, or I could just take this off completely and put a new wall plate on. So I think I'm going to do the latter, because I've got a load of wall plate downstairs. Yesterday I had a cracking day. We got the pad stones up on the gable end of this and the other gable end of the coach house. And what we're going to do now, you can see this steel. This is going to be the ridge steel. So Roy's going to cut this 7x2 down. It's going to fit it in between here, and then we're going to put one on the other side as well. And then we've got some 4x2 which we're then going to stick on the top. then that will then take our rafters so we can actually get a mechanical fixing into them as well, guys, so it makes it a lot easier. What we're doing at the moment, we're just marking everything up on the ridge. We've cut the timbers into the actual ridge beam itself, marking the centre to the centre of the hole here, and then the same the other side. Now the one thing we are doing is just marking up 8A so we can just put all of the relevant pieces together in the right place. We've drilled all the fixings all the way through.
We done the new roof here, but we are keeping this old roof here. The timbers are fine. Like you can see, you got a ridge going into the new roof over there. So what I'm gonna be doing today, I'm gonna create a valley in here and on the other side. So basically we got the old ridge coming in, put a few trimmers there to hold the ridge at that point there. Then we put the valley boards there, jack rafters there, the little trim at the bottom, and you can see it's ready to be roofed.
So guys, as you know, we always like to set the sites up in a really good, efficient way. We cover all our bricks up here. So what we've done is we've graded the bricks from 1 to 3. Now anything which is 1 is high class facing. Those facing bricks, which are all reclaimed from the demolition of what we've taken down, will go onto the front elevation of the building. Then grade 2 bricks then get mingled with grade A bricks if we don't have enough. Okay, so it's really important you calculate the amount of bricks that are going on the front of the extension, because then if you've not got enough grade 1s, you've got to then start mixing the grade 2s, you work out the ratio, and then what you then do is you mix them then evenly. Then utilize then the grade 2 and the grade 3, you then mix them for then the rest of the extension. One of the things that we have done as well, we've worked out how many moulding bricks that we need. That's one. I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful brick, isn't it, Brian?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Absolutely beautiful brick. So what we've done is we've worked out, because there's a lot of decorative details on this extension, we've worked out how many chamfer bricks we need on the header line. We've also then worked out how many stretcher chamfered. Obviously this one we won't use, it's covered in concrete, and then also we've got some
the corners there,
beautiful chamfered corner ones. There's a beautiful detail going on this extension. You can see it's really key to have an efficient site and really well set up. We've got our G-Tech in. This is another thing a lot of people say to us, Tony, you must be sponsored. We're not sponsored, but G-Tech in, brilliant, absolutely love it. Massive game changer, puts a lot of safety onto the site, but for us we save a lot of money with the scaffolding side now. Just brilliant stuff. But the one thing I do want to show you guys, I absolutely love this. I'm so in love with this. This is probably my happiest thing I've done on site so far. It is absolutely brilliant. This is my new water system that I'm putting on, implementing into all of my sites. So what we're doing, we've run one hose pipe, connected to the side of the bucket. Look, watch this. Look at that. So as soon as that water level goes down, It acts like a, you know, the header tanks that you put in thing where all of a sudden the water goes down, it releases the valve, starts letting the water in automatically. Don't have a bloke then standing there, filling the water buckets up, wasting everybody's time. More efficient. And what I did do, I didn't stop there, because like water will go through quite quickly when you mix in plaster and then mixing cement. I actually then thought, right, I had one of these down the yard, so I thought, why not use it? So what did I do, Bri? There you go.
You put it in there.
So I put, look, I put a T-junction on here, got him to put another one on there, and I literally, that's nearly, I think that's got to be 200 litres, see there, easily there, Bri?
Oh, I don't know.
150 litre.
Yeah, 50 gallon, whatever
50
that is.
gallons, so whatever that is.
277 litres.
Same again, valve goes down, starts filling up with water automatically. So, and all I've done is then use a couple of cover boards, stop all the debris going in them. There you go. And I can just get the bucket in there. We cranked, that's the reason we cranked it here, so we can get a water bucket in there. So what we've been doing here, as any job, doesn't it, Bri?
Yeah.
It evolves, and I'm telling you what, this job has just evolved and evolved and evolved. The client turned around to us and said, look, can you start working on the gatehouse? We said, absolutely fine. But as ever, the roof rafters were all shot completely. So we've had to take all of the roof off, renew all the roof. We then started to take the lath and plaster ceiling down, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Inside the gatehouse, and then suddenly realised that all of the floor joists are completely rotted out. I mean, look at this, guys. Just come over here. I mean, just look at that. I mean, look at that for the end of a joist. And that's just part of it. I mean, just literally. So in the end, I phoned the client and said, look, we could really do with taking everything out, getting the treated timber in there, didn't we, Bri?
Yes.
And then said, look, let's start wrapping the ends. Another thing that G-Tech is really good at, look, we're using it as a racking system as well. So we've got our reclaimed skirting in here, reclaimed flooring. We've got other new timbers that we're using throughout the build. Obviously, any offcuts of timber we're putting into here as well. We've got some beautiful old paneling that we've kept, and we're going to probably reuse in part of the build on the ground floor. But it's really good. The one thing I love about this decking is so versatile, guys. It's definitely a big must for us, this G decking. So what Liam and Ollie have been working on this, they haven't quite finished this at the moment, but one of the things that we did have to do once the roof got redone, Liam's done an awesome job then working on this new chipboard flooring, gluing it all down. We've got to put a load of noggins through it as well. You're about halfway through it at the moment, mate, ain't you?
Yeah, about halfway, yeah. Some little bits to do, and then finish some noggins off on the edges and the perimeter.
So let's go and have a look what else you've been up to, mate, because you and Brian have been working on doing a load of joisting here, mate, haven't you? So
yeah, and we bolted up the timbers.
Lovely.
Timbers.
Let's go and have a quick look then. Getting all the joists cut and prepped and ready to go into the end sockets. You can actually check out the top tip in the link up above, and you'll see what we do, how we wrap these, okay? Straight above you, you can see what we've got here is we've got a quadruple trimmer. It is a quadruple.
It is, mate, yeah.
It is a quadruple trimmer. Yeah? So, and then what we've been doing is putting all new joists in 9x2 C24s. Everything now up there is completely fresh. There's not going to be issues with rot later on down the line. You can imagine all them timbers all rotted out, which they were, weren't they, Lil?
Oh yeah. The end of the timbers over there, they were damp, they were corroded, they weren't even in the wall, there was no structure to them at all.
Absolutely shocking. Now what we'll do is we'll take you into the next room and you can see that what we've done with all the noggins and that. So let's go and have a look, guys. Yeah. So what Liam and Brian have been working on here, we've renewed all the joists, wrapped all the relevant ends to the joists to put them all in, leveled all the joists through, and then what we've then done is noggin out all the peripherals, noggin them through into thirds because it just strengthens everything up instead of running a central noggin all the way through. We've started to now get the 22mm chipboard flooring. We're going to get that all up there. There's a lot of work to do in here. This was something that was just thrown into the mix of the whole construction site, wasn't it, Brian?
It was, yeah.
We weren't down to do this, guys, but now we've been asked to do it, and yeah, absolutely beautiful, love it, great, crack on with it. So
good addition to the house.
it is absolutely brilliant addition to the house.